Ever feel like you're stuck in mud? You get a full night's sleep, but you wake up feeling like you've run a marathon. You look at your to-do list, even the simple stuff like making breakfast, and it feels like climbing a mountain. You tell yourself, just get up, you're being so lazy. But what if that's not it? What if you're not lazy at all? What if you're burned out and nobody ever taught you the difference? We have this image of laziness, right? Someone happily lounging on the couch, binge-watching shows without a care in the world. It looks relaxing, almost blissful. But what you're feeling is anything but blissful. It's a heavy, frustrating weight. You want to get things done, you really do, but your body and mind just won't cooperate. And on top of the exhaustion, there's this layer of guilt and shame. You start beating yourself up, thinking there's something wrong with you, that you've lost your drive. This internal battle, this feeling of failing at basic tasks, isn't laziness. It's a classic, misunderstood sign of burnout. You're not choosing to do nothing. You feel physically and emotionally incapable of doing anything. That distinction is everything. Let's talk about what burnout actually does to you. Because it's not just in your head, it's a full-body experience. Remember when you could juggle a dozen things at once? Now you walk into a room and completely forget why you're there. That's brain fog, a very real symptom. You find yourself misplacing your keys for the 10th time this week, or struggling to recall a simple word mid-sentence. It's not you getting dumber, it's your brain's processing power being throttled by chronic stress. Then there's the irritability. Suddenly, the smallest things set you off. A slow driver, a loud noise, a simple question from a loved one. It all feels like a personal attack. You snap, and then you feel guilty, which just adds to the stress. This isn't your true personality. It's your nervous system in overdrive. It's been on high alert for so long that it's forgotten how to be calm. It sees threats everywhere, even when there are none. And perhaps the most heartbreaking part is the emotional numbness. The things you used to love, the hobbies that once brought you joy and recharged you. Now they feel like just another chore. You scroll through social media, seeing friends out having fun, and you feel nothing. A profound sense of detachment, like you're watching your own life from behind a thick pane of glass. It's not that you don't want to feel happy or excited. It's that the emotional circuits in your brain are overloaded and have temporarily shut down to protect you. This feeling of being stuck, of having a total lack of motivation for anything, is your body's desperate signal that it needs a real break, not just a day off. It's a cry for deep, restorative rest. So, how do you start to heal from this? The first step is the hardest. You have to give yourself permission to stop. Not just slow down, but truly stop. Our culture glorifies hustle and productivity, so the idea of doing nothing can feel terrifyingly counterproductive. But burnout isn't something you can push through. Pushing is what got you here. Recovery begins with deep rest. This isn't just about sleeping more. It's about reducing the input. It means turning off the notifications, saying no to that extra project, and letting go of the need to be constantly on. One of the most powerful tools in your recovery kit is setting boundaries. This is where you learn to protect your energy. It means saying no without feeling guilty. It could be as simple as telling your boss you can't answer emails after 6 p.m., or letting a friend know you don't have the capacity for a long phone call right now. Boundaries aren't about shutting people out. They're about keeping yourself from burning out. They create the space you need to breathe and heal. At first, it might feel selfish, but remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Protecting your well-being is the most responsible thing you can do for yourself and for those who rely on you. Healing also means consciously reconnecting with the world in a gentle way. It's about finding activities that soothe your overloaded nervous system. For some, that's spending time in nature. Just a quiet walk in a park, feeling the sun on your skin, listening to the birds. It can be incredibly grounding. It reminds your body that not everything is a threat. For others, it's about disconnecting from technology. Put your phone in another room for a few hours. Pick up a physical book. Listen to an album without doing anything else, or just sit and stare out the window. Give your brain a break from the constant stream of information and stimulation. And please, don't try to do this alone. Burnout can be incredibly isolating. Talking to someone you trust, whether it's a supportive friend, a family member, or a therapist, is crucial. Just saying the words, "I think I'm burned out," out loud, can lift a huge weight. When you share what you're going through, you realize you're not the only one, and it helps break the cycle of shame. Professional help, like therapy, can give you specific tools and strategies to manage stress and build resilience for the future. It's not a sign of weakness to seek help. It's a sign of strength and self-awareness. It's vital to understand that recovery is a marathon, not a sprint. There's no magic pill or weekend retreat that will instantly fix burnout. It's a gradual process of unlearning old habits and building new, healthier ones. Some days you'll feel great, like you've turned a corner. Other days, the exhaustion might creep back in. That's normal. The key is to treat yourself with compassion on those tough days. Don't fall back into the trap of scolding yourself for being lazy. Instead, recognize it as a signal that you need to pull back and rest a little more. Recovery is not a straight line. It has ups and downs. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to be patient and persistent in prioritizing your well-being. Each small step you take, each time you choose rest over pushing, you are healing. So let's stop this narrative of laziness. Let's stop beating ourselves up for being exhausted. If you feel overwhelmed, detached, and utterly drained, listen to that feeling. It's not a character flaw. It's a valid and important signal from your body and mind that something needs to change. You have been running on empty for far too long, trying to be everything to everyone. It's time to be kind to yourself. It's time to rest, to heal, and to redefine what success and productivity look like for you. Prioritizing your well-being is the most productive thing you can do. You are not lazy, you are not broken, you're human. And you deserve to feel good again. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next one.